This past election was the moment of bam, when the Democrats ran right into reality. This was really sort of the election of truth, where, as Jeff Bezos said, owner of the Washington Post, sometimes as journalists, got to face the reality here that we've run into reality. We're losing people, we're shedding people a little bit. This was the election of truth, and truth played out not in the dinosaur legacy media, but over on social media, where conservatives and patriots and Catholics and Christians and men and women of goodwill made the point that, yep, what you're hearing is garbage, and what we're telling you is the truth, even if it was exaggerated and incomplete, not all professionally packaged up and all that. It really was the question of truth. Now, what's funny, in the post-mortem of all of this, in the autopsy, the Democrats are not saying, oh, crap, we lied and we got caught. No, they're starting to talk about, oh, we only lost because of the messaging. The messaging, like the message was perfectly fine. You can have little kids learn about, masturbation and, rape and whatever else when they're in second grade, and you can shuttle them off to whatever and have your tax dollars used with illegal immigrants to cut the stuff off and all that. The message is fine. We just didn't communicate it correctly. Honest to God, that's what they're saying. They've got a lot of paid influencers in the world of social media. There aren't really that many paid influencers in the sort of patriotic, conservative, Catholic, Christian, goodwill side. But there are an awful lot over on the other side. And they kind of live on like TikTok and all that sort of things. Although there are a good number of them on Twitter, X also. One I'd like to highlight because it sort of sums it up. There's these two kids. I don't know if they look like they're teenagers, I guess. I don't know exactly. But, one of the guys' names is Harry or Harold Sisson, annoying as hell. And his compatriot in it, Chris Mowry, I think is how you say his last name. They're paid by the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, to put out little videos and TikToks and just keep raiding social media. That's their job. So one of them came out and it sort of summed up the whole point I'm making. So take a look at here, read it to you as we go along and you see it. It says, Dems lost because the message was hard to convey. It wasn't conveyed effectively and we lacked a trusted messenger. Republicans invest bucks into operations like Kirk and Tim Pool. In a time of distrust, these serve as trusted messengers. Dems need something comparable. That's so freaking out of the park. Something comparable. You've owned the media for a half a century. All of the newspapers, all of the electronic broadcast and your TV and radio. You have dominated in that. You took control of it in the 50s and just ramped it up. So now it's just a stream of lies. The fact that you're like, oh, we need something. What? You need to go take MSNBC and stick it onto Twitter or stick it onto Facebook or make TikToks out of it. It's insane. But notice, the message wasn't conveyed correctly. The messenger. No, it's what the message is. That's the problem. It's a pack of lies. And finally, because of the social media world, those lies have been exposed. And the heart of those lies, which we're going to be talking an awful lot about here during the transition for the next few weeks, the heart of those lies is a violation of natural law, not to mention supernatural law. It's a violation of natural law. Men and women of goodwill kept looking and doing, when dogs do that little thing, that's what men and women of goodwill were doing every time they heard one of these things. And it finally caught up to you. Sorry, it ain't the way you framed the message. It isn't like, oh, we didn't do the message well, we had a bad conveyor, and Kamala wasn't a great candidate. I mean, that's true. But what you're selling, you can't just put a pile of dog crap in your grocery cart and then put, cartons of eggs and milk and everything around it and somehow think people aren't going to notice the dog crap when you go to checkout. You got chucked out, guys. That's the end of it. You lost because what you tell is lies, and they violate natural law, not to mention supernatural law. So, thanks for playing. Coming to you here from Houston, Gary Michael Voris for Souls and Liberty. God love you.